This is the story of Itty, an extraordinary wild raccoon who behaves less like the masked woodland wanderer you might imagine and more like a loyal dog who has claimed our hearts. She isn't a pet in the traditional sense. She's a free spirit who chose to make our family her own, and in doing so, became irreplaceable. It all began with a Facebook post. A pest control company had taken away a mother raccoon from a family who had been caring for her. Just 2 days later, 5 tiny, abandoned babies were discovered. Helpless and alone. We couldn't ignore it. We decided to take in one of them. That's how Itty entered our lives. She was only 5 days old, barely the size of a newborn kitten, fragile, defenseless, and entirely dependent on us. From that moment, her survival became our mission. The first months were intense. We bottle-fed her around the clock, changed tiny diapers, and kept constant watch. Yet even in her most vulnerable days, Itty's resilience amazed us. She adapted to our home with an ease that made it feel like she had been meant to find us all along. Our 5 children adored her instantly. They took turns feeding her, tucking her into blankets, and inventing games to make her squeal with delight. To them, she was a little sister, albeit one with a wild streak. Sure, she sometimes climbed onto beds or sent knickknacks tumbling to the floor, but even in chaos, she was adored. It didn't take long to realize Itty was unlike any raccoon we'd ever known. She's part cat, scaling curtains and perching on the highest shelves, and part dog, following us from room to room with unshakable loyalty. As she grew, her adventurous nature bloomed. She began joining us on outings, her favorite being trips to the river. There, she splashes in the shallows, digs in the mud, and investigates every ripple with boundless curiosity. Watching her explore is pure joy. One unforgettable memory was our trip to Arkansas to hunt for crystals. Itty darted between us, digging in the earth, her eyes sparkling with the thrill of discovery. In those moments, she seemed utterly in her element, and so were we. But for all her wildness, Itty is deeply affectionate. In the evenings, she curls up beside us on the couch, pressing close and softly sniffing our faces as if memorizing our scent. It's a small ritual, but it melts my heart every time. We know Itty is still a creature of the wild. We don't keep her caged or confine her movements. She's free to roam wherever her heart leads. Someday, she might decide to leave us. The thought is painful, but her freedom is a gift we'll always honor. She stays not because she must, but because she chooses to. And that choice makes our bond all the more profound. When visitors come, she's the first to greet them, charming everyone with her intelligence, curiosity, and mischief. She's a spark of joy in our everyday lives, a little beam of sunlight and fur. Our lives are richer for having her. For as long as Itty chooses to stay, we'll love her fiercely, respect her wild heart, and treasure every moment with the extraordinary soul she is.